Welcome to Sikbaggers YouTube channel. I'm Steve. Today we're going to be doing another Kuryakyn install. Like I said before, we've done a series of Kuryakyn chrome accent covers, and today we're going to be covering another one. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching the video. I hope everyone out there is doing good. This is another video on the 2015 Softail, the Cholo Vicla style motorcycle that we're building back here. We bought this motorcycle brand new, and I'm just going to let you guys know this just right up front. Maybe you've watched our channel. Maybe this is the first time that you've seen our channel. So if it is the first time you've been to one of our videos, make sure to check out past videos on this build. We bought this 15 pretty much bone stock, and we're building it up to a Cholo Vicla style motorcycle, as you've probably seen in the thumbnail. So in getting to that finished product, we have purchased a bunch of Kuryakyn chrome accent parts because that's going to add a lot of chrome to the bike, and it's just kind of cover our base theme on the build. We will get to more complicated videos. A lot of these Kuryakyn covers are pretty simple to do, but we were very adamant in making sure that we do a video on every single part that we put on this bike. This is another one of those deals, Kuryakyn 7878. It's a transmission shroud cover for 017 and up Softails. So make sure that if you going out and looking for this one, that you get the right year for your bike. I'm also going to tell you right up front, just like I've told you in all the other videos, we are not sponsored by Kuryakyn. We have no affiliation with Kuryakyn, and I wanted to make sure that was clear, because what I'm getting ready to tell you now is that these parts are very hard to find. If you're wanting to follow along and do some of these parts, don't sleep on them. They're getting very, very hard to find. When we started shopping for these parts, it took a long time to find them. A piece here and a piece there and a piece here and a piece there. I'm not trying to push anybody to go out and buy parts from Kuryakyn, because we don't make anything off of it. We paid full price for this, just like you will. But this is one of the pieces that we wanted to get put on the bike, and today we're going to do that. So without further ado, let's get the camera over here and let's get this thing installed. Now this is the area that we're going to be working on right here. It's going to be the transmission shroud cover. So basically the cover is going to come from down there, come across the top, and then cover also the front behind your oil line. So it's going to cover all of that black there. So the two bolts that we're going to be removing, if you look at this, you've got one here, which is this one right here. It has a standoff bolt, which we'll get to that in just a second. You're going to remove this one, and you're going to remove this one. The very first thing we're going to do is cover up this edge right here. We're going to put just some blue painter's tape across that, because we're kind of going to be banging around in there, and we don't want to scratch this up. So we're just going to stick it the best we can. It probably come off during the install, but that's fine. We're just going to protect that. We're going to remove this bolt here. If you got exhaust like this one does, watch your exhaust too, banging on it and scratching it up. Now this one down here is definitely a little harder to get to with my exhaust. Yours may be a little different, but we can generally just get this out with an Allen wrench. And you want to watch your oil tank as well too. Make sure you're not scratching anything. We've got those two bolts removed. Now we're going to set those off to the side. And once again, just like in previous Kuryakyn installs, they've preloaded blue Loctite on half the bolt. Now this is dry, so this isn't going to go around the entire bolt. And it's usually generally way too much, so it makes it hard to get these bolts started. So let's take a little towel, a little torch. I'm going to kind of try and reactivate that blue Loctite that's on there without burning myself. I'm just going to take the other end of my rag and try to wipe some of that off. Now it calls for putting in two standoff bolts. What that means is it's a bolt, but it has a threaded end on the other side as well. And these are the two bolts we're going to be replacing here and here. Next thing we're going to do is remove our little clip on our oil lines. This just simply pops off. So before I put this bolt in, only because I've done one of these in the past, and this front one can be a real pain in the A. Before I put this front bolt in, I'm going to slide my front cover in behind this oil line. This does flex, but just be careful you don't bend the heck out of it. But you're going to take this and twist it in behind this oil cover and just kind of get it past and down out of the way where it needs to go, and just let it fall down in there, hold in place by the oil lines. If you're trying to put this on after you have this bolt in there, it can be a real pain. Grab your standoff bolt and your washer with your new blue Loctite on there, and we'll run that one in. And these get torqued 13 to 18 foot-pounds. Now that that bolt's on there, you can pull this back up into place just like that. That'll go in a lot easier with that bolt out. But now that it's in, you can just slide it back up on there like that, and it'll just kind of sit there in place. Now we have our rear standoff bolt and washer. My exhaust is a little bit of a pain. It's kind of right in the way, but so I got to get a ratchet wrench in here, put this on with a bunch of little bitty quarter turns. So bear with me. So the same thing goes for the 3 remaining screws. Way too much Loctite on here. Little bitty screw, gonna end up stripping that. So we'll burn this off, add a little bit of our own blue Loctite. Your longest bolt, you got 3 bolts left. You got a long one and 2 short ones. Your longest one is gonna go here and fasten the rear cover to the front. And the other 2 are gonna go right here in the standoff bolts. After you get your front one in position, you can take your tape off too. It's just easier to do. Hope you don't scratch anything up. Go ahead, tuck. Remember, the front one gets tucked behind the rear one. So we're gonna just kind of hold that in place. The rear one is actually threaded, so we're just gonna kind of jog this around until we get our bolt lined up in that hole. And we'll just go ahead and get it started. Do not tighten this down at this time. You're gonna take your front short bolt that goes in the standoff bolt, and we're gonna get it started. This rear one, for me, is going to be a little tricky. Once again, because of my exhaust. I'll try and get it started just off the end of this Allen wrench. We got all 3 bolts in, so I'm just going to go ahead and snug this one down. There are no torque specs for this one. It just says snug it down. Hey, I hope you're enjoying the free video. I just wanted to take a real quick second to let you know how much I appreciate the hell out of every one of you. If you're liking what you see on the channel and you want to see more, it tremendously helps our channel if you just click that like button, hit the subscribe button, and tell your friends about us. You can also find Sikbaggers on other social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and even now we have a TikTok, so make sure to look us up over there. Every video that we put out is absolutely free all of the time. We don't have any secret squirrel websites where you have to go and pay us Patreon and all that stuff to see certain videos. And every time we do a video out here, it is absolutely free to you. Check us out everywhere and tell your friends about us. I'm gonna let you get back to the video. Then we get a towel and wipe up all of our greasy fingerprints. Make that new chrome shiny again. And don't forget to put your oil line retaining clip back in. Just kind of clips on both, just like that. And you're done. So that's it, the Kuryakyn 7878. Once again, like I said, kind of an easy install. If you've never done one before, hopefully that video helped you. A couple of little tips and tricks in there, only because I've put these on before, and even on the touring models, they can be kind of a pain in the butt to get in there and get it all straight and get your screws in. Like I said, super easy install. No need to pay anybody to do this. You can do this at home with a couple of wrenches and about 30 minutes. And thank you once again for hanging in there on the easy installs, the little covers that we're doing right now. But like I said, the installs are going to start getting a lot harder. We're just trying to get some of this little stuff out of the pile and get it onto the bike. Stuff that I know that hopefully I'm not going to have to remove later to put on another part. So that's kind of the direction we're going right now. So this video hopefully is for you and it taught you something, but if it didn't, it may not be for you. Stay tuned because we've got some more complicated things coming. Kuryakyn 7878 for the 07 up, I think, to 17 on the Softails. So that's what you're going to be looking for if you want to do that cover. Hope this video helped you, but if you have any questions whatsoever, comment section down below. I check YouTube every day and I'll help you the best that I can. I'm going to get out of here and get back to work. I hope to see you in the next video, but until then, as always, be safe. Keep your knees in the breeze. Thanks for checking out the video. Don't forget to hit that like and that subscribe popping up over here. And don't forget to check out the rest of the channel because we have a ton of bagger related and Softail videos on our channel. And to get you started, maybe you can check out this one or this one. I'm not really gonna say anything else. You can just click one of those and take you over to another video.